Hello everyone, myself Uday Datrak. I am planning to teach 100 plus unique security issues in just 20 hours. With this 20 hours of training, you will be eligible for cyber security jobs, guys. Search in YouTube for Uday Datrak and you can subscribe to my channel for daily alerts. I have already uploaded 40 plus lessons. You don't even need to have any basic skills. I am trying to teach like in a very easy approach. Now let's check for another issue called weak session randomnesses. So the name itself says that we are trying to check whether the session IDs are generated properly or not. Like let's say the session ID is this one, like around 28 characters. When you enter the username password and the next time if creates the same session ID, or that could be an issue, right? So what we're gonna do is we'll try to generate 10,000 session IDs and we'll try to see like how random are there. We don't have to check any manually, there is a software for that. I'm gonna check that. The first thing is that when you enter the username and password, you have to see whether the server is generating the session ID exactly after when you enter the username password. Now I'm just checking like this one. I'll try to clear the browser history. Now click login. Yes. Now when I entered username and password is sent as a part of get request. In the response it is not setting the session ID. So now it's a problem for us. We cannot check using algorithm. So now what I'm gonna do is I'll try to log out from the application, and in the burp suite I'll check the proxy tab. There is a beside to history tab there is an intercept tab. I'll try to click as intercept is on. That means before sending the request to the server it will be on hold by burp suite tool. Can you see the request is not going to the server? Now I'll try to delete this line, the cookie session ID line, and then click on intercept is on. Now it's off. Now if you could see for this particular request, now what the hell, I think oh sorry, that is a WebSocket history, forget guys. Yeah, now when I send the username and password, this is the original request guys. If you see the tab, it was sending the session ID. The edited request which we have sent without session ID, then the server created the session ID for this user. Now what I'm gonna do is I have to take the edited request, not the original request, because we are forcing the server to create the session ID, right, using the edited request. Now right click on the edited request, send to sequencer. Now we will go to sequencer tab and we'll click on the start live capture button because it's already identified the session ID here. Now I'll click on auto analyze. If you could see, within just 2-3 minutes, within just like 10 seconds, it has sent 3000 requests and it has created 3000 plus. Oh, 1 second guys, there is some error here. I have to see whether it's still recording. Yeah, it's still recording. Yeah, so now I'll just stop it. Okay, so far it has created 10,000 session IDs. The request was so fast because the web application is in my machine only guys. That's the reason it was able to send 10,000 requests within just 10 to 20 seconds. Otherwise it will take only like 500 sessions. If it is some Google or Facebook, you should not check for those websites without any permission guys. Just checking now. Now if you see analyze now button for those 10,000 IDs, overall result is the overall quality of randomness is excellent. That means 10,000 session IDs which I have generated, right? I'm clicking on copy tokens. You can also keep backup with you. That means there is no duplicate generated. These all are the session IDs. So the server is perfectly generating the session IDs so that no one can misuse the this one. This is how you gonna check, guys, the weak session randomnesses. Sometimes some applications uses like poor logic so that they won't generate any, what do you say, the random session IDs. It will be generating too many of duplicates, so here you can see the result as not some random data. And when you do analysis, right, you have to save this on your machine so that, like, you can tell the client when he come back to you, like, how did you check. Then you can tell them that, like, I have downloaded 10,000 session IDs to check, kind of thing. If you try to generate too many session IDs, it will lead to denial of service, guys, and server will get crashed. It happens in most of the companies, like small companies. If they have load balancer installed, then the server might get crashed and it won't accept the request. Some HTTP servers are designed in such a way that the server capacity is to generate only 10,000 session IDs. Once you create the 10,000 session IDs, no one can be able to access the web application unless the server gets restarted. This is the denial of service testing, guys. I was able to successfully crash the server using this application, but I have tested only for authorized applications. I did not do anything randomly for Facebook or Gmail or bug bounty websites, because they don't say to check for these kind of things. So this is how you're gonna check. Now for this, like, so now we see that it is excellent. That means it is not a security issue, guys.